Hi. 2 in 1 day. I don't know if that's happened since the very first time. I think I did an extended once, but I don't think it's happened since the very first time I did a reading. The first 2 readings I posted, they were on the same day. And I was not ready for either one of those. I was like, what the fuck? And if you go all the way back and you look at my first, they're not even on this channel. They're on my other YouTube channel because this one didn't even exist then. Oh gosh. I don't even know where they are on there, but they're only from here down. The camera is from there down because I was not ready and I did not know if I wanted my face on there. I didn't think I did. I still don't, but it is what it is at this point. Eventually I will have gear and have an overhead one. I'll probably have both. Okay, so I knew when I finished the first reading that there was going to be a second one. I felt very strong, and here I am a few hours later, actually a bunch of hours later. And the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck, which I don't really use very often, and I don't know if I've ever used in a reading for you guys. Here it is. So maybe this is the perfect segue into what I'm working on. I keep bringing it up because I feel it, and then as I start saying it, I feel like, wait, maybe you shouldn't say it yet. So no, I don't think there's any issue with saying it. I am putting together a Patreon. I'm not sure if I'm going to call it Surrender to the Flow Tarot. I might call it something different because it's going to be slightly different. It'll be tarot readings when they come through, specifically for Patreon. If I will do YouTube readings as well, and I may do extendeds for those, and they will be on there too, so you would have access to those. And there's one membership. It's not going to be tiers. I'm just trying to figure out the price, because it's going to definitely be one reading a month, but it'll be more than that. And so trying to figure out what's affordable, and what I'd really like is for it to be able to reach everyone it's supposed to, and have an even exchange. So it's a little scary to go for that, because if I'm going with that, then it would be $5.66, $5.66 a month. And I would be doing Q&As on there with you guys, polls. You guys would be voting on the readings. It would be, I want to work as close to one-on-one, and I am going to take one-on-one clients, but that's coming a little down the line. I will let you know about that. I'm just taking one at a time, and then I'll build up from there. But I want to work one-on-one weekly with people too. That would be separate, and that would be more than the Patreon. But I want it to be as close to one-on-one as possible. You know, that's why I've been trying out the readings in the other room. This room I'm switching around, just why it looks like this, sounds like this, and the lighting is like this. Because it's going to switch up a bit too. But that's, yes. So like our community, you know what I mean? 566. It could be insane. If I had like 8 readings that are all an hour long a month on there, that's insane, right? But it's a leap of faith, because that's just coming from doubt, and because I haven't been able to sustain myself through tarot yet. But it's just a fear. So you're watching me talk through it in real time, and thanks for that. I don't know how many minutes it was. Okay, so let's see what these are. Ooh. Number 1, circle. Starting at the beginning, circle. And number 37, the lesson. 10, completion. Look at this. Oh, wow. The circle represents a beginning that has no end. It is ever growing, ever expanding potential. Okay. Finding yourself in the circle provides you with the opportunity to view the whole of existence in its holographic oneness. From the sacred center of creation comes unlimited potential and infinite possibility. That which is yet to come will find form and meaning in your life as you create the intentions that will become your reality. The self is guided by oneness and a knowing that you are breath and fiber of the all that is. And then reading a couple days ago, I said, isness, right? Your isness, maybe. Something like that. I am really thankful and enjoying all the threads that have been happening in the last however long. With these two, I think the first reading of this real series is like 2 weeks ago, and then a bunch in a row. But it started with that other one. Yours then is a path toward the wholeness of self that begins with the emptiness of the void, the unknowable great mystery of the universe. It's the Fool card. It's this jumping in, the leap of faith. It's the not knowing. It's the not knowing the details, but knowing you can trust in you and you can trust in the universe. All of us coming to this are all in the same place. How cool. Pre-manifest and empty, it holds the message of potential. This is the moment of creation that expresses itself as unity and spirit acting within your being. Allow yourself to experience the beauty of your divine nature and acknowledge that you are part of a magnificent whole. The potential for wholeness is ever present. The circle has no reversed aspect. There's no bad side to this. There's no lesson in this. There's no... the lessons are learned and you can melt into your now. You can settle into it in the good way, like when you're cozy. Not like you're settling, but like you're settled in. Oh, yay. Hurrah, hurrah, hoo-hoo, hurrah. I had thought of something when I was reading this. The message of potential. It's interesting to me that potential is used here because there are times when potential is a reason to move forward and other times where it isn't. And for me, where it isn't is like I wouldn't bank on potential. I wouldn't chase potential. And I wouldn't date potential. I was thinking, like, would I wait for potential? No. Probable, likely. Cool. So we're all starting at a pure beginning. How beautiful. And then we go to 37. Let's see what that is. Universal wisdom. Wholeness potential to universal wisdom. Oh, it's the flower of life. It's the flower of life. I just heard you should get that tattoo. The geometric figure known as the flower of life contains an infinite library of information and connects us to universal truths beyond all present knowing. I knocked this over by accident. I think it's citrine. Choosing this card, you are asked to consider what lessons you are learning at this time in your life. Mine's a lesson in letting go and having faith and just full on trusting. Trusting something for the first time ever in my life. Like full on, without knowing all the things or without. That's what it is for me. And it's probably similar for all of you. There's it's trust. It's coming to a trust. Life can be a joy-filled, magical school if you decide to utilize the resources. The angelic figure holds this expanded flower of life up for you and asks you to join in touching universal wisdom. What connects your inquiry to the lessons you are learning at this moment in your life? What connects the question to the lessons? What connects the question to the lessons? Oh, betrayal. For me, it's betrayal. But before the betrayal was always potential and let down, literally from always. But I never felt betrayed because I always had an awareness from the beginning of including my parents that they were potential until the one and only time I was betrayed. That's what it is for me. So for you all, it's something similar. It's a lesson that's that level where you crossed over and your choices were die or become a phoenix. So all of you are survivors and warriors and fighters, and we're all here. That from the reading earlier today, that ace, was it the eight, what ace was it? Of Pentacles, was that today or was that yesterday? Your path home, right? Is that today? I don't remember now. They're all blurring together. What has happened recently that needs clarification or a larger perspective? Use this card as a doorway or stargate. Gates came up earlier too, right? Was it focus and gates or something like that in the earlier reading? Allow yourself to enter a state of heightened awareness and move to a place where all your senses bring in information and make it available to you. That came up in the reading too over the last couple days. You have to experience it. This is so great. It's like all these different modes of saying the same universal truth, but like in slightly different ways so that it will unlock for as many people as possible. That's cool. Thanks for being a part of that. Thanks for letting me be a part of that. That's the truth. Thanks for letting me be a part of that. Absorb the information, energy, light from this encounter and use it to support your desire for joy and growth and freedom. Yes, you can do this. The universe supports your quest. It's literally what we talked about earlier, right? Ask to receive it and integrate it. Watch the reading from right before this one. It's long. It is, but you're going to pick up lots of things that will flesh this out. This one might not be long. A girl can fucking pray. We never want them to be long either, the readers. It's exhausting on us. It's exhausting on us, especially our voices, you know? But we love it. And we do it because we literally can't not do it. We have to do it. I'm hearing another one. Oh, or maybe I'm just hearing, look at the bottom. Echoes of One, number 9. Ooh. Oh, it's like a spiritual cleansing. Well, I have acupuncture tomorrow. That can help. I can clear out and then I can come home and meditate all day or something. I have an infrared sauna that was gifted to me by a very special person. Who's, yes, and it's right over there. You can't see it, but it's a portable one. Your head sticks out. I could do that tomorrow. Maybe I will. So maybe you guys should be thinking similarly of cleansing, of a detox. It's not a detox though, but it is it's just a cleansing. It's a moving out. It's a clearing space, but it is requiring whatever it is for all of you. You can write in the comments. Maybe it's meditation. I also was thinking of dancing, so I'll probably do something. I'll do something creative and restorative. Creative and restorative. Hearts. Okay. Greater whole. This card is a symbolic rejoining of male and female energies. Watch the reading before this and watch the other ones before that too. They're slightly shorter, each one. It uses the concept of two whole individuals joining or birthing into a dynamic oneness. You have to watch the earlier reading, okay? This new creation is not male or female dominated, but a prayer of balance for a greater whole. In each relationship, a dynamic exists that determines the balance of love and power within that friendship or partnership. Exactly. A dynamic exists, and it determines the balance of love and power within that partnership or friendship. How much intention are you giving the dynamic? Right? That's what we talked about earlier too. Reverence and regard. Sacredness. Sacredness is coming in now. We are moving from an age where power has been seen as dominance over others in order to attain specific goals. This is the old paradigm. As we enter the Aquarian age, this relationship to power will manifest as co-creation, yesterday's reading, and become power to, not power over. Watch all of them. Oh my God, this is craziness. Power to, not power over. This evolution will take place in individuals who make a conscious choice to cultivate shared power and cooperation. I did have 2-part readings before, but I don't know if they came on the same day. They might have. I'm remembering it now because I'm remembering it. Interesting. This card challenges you to observe relationships in your present life and to ask yourself if they exist in the old manner of power as dominance and manipulation, or if you are learning to cultivate shared visions for your future and the power to create a divine oneness. Cultivate shared visions for your future and the power to create a divine oneness. What? I don't think it needs me to say anything else, especially if you've watched the other readings. Just watch the other readings. Watch them. Okay, this one did come out, and it's Tarot, the Star Child, and I haven't used it in forever. I felt like, we'll see what happens, because I felt like this was done. It could be done. This deck is still like new, even though it's years old, because I don't use it that often. I have a lot of decks. Oh, they used to be right over there when I moved them, so now I'm staring at the sauna, which is not the same. It's not the same visually. That's the bottom, that's the split. The Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands. This is the thing you are called to. Okay. It's the Strength card again. You have to watch yesterday's reading and the day before that's reading. And in both of those readings, I used the Thoth deck, and the court cards are different in there, and I got them wrong. So princesses are not knights, princesses are pages. And princes are knights, and a knight is a king. So there were two pages, but I read them both as knights. And I thought about it a lot after I realized it. And the message was still, I still picked it up in there. So yeah, I'm just putting that out there. But Strength and the Eight of Cups. That's funny. Strength is the Leo card, and this looks like my friend Sarah Bloom. And she's a Leo. Strength and the Eight of Cups. She's following her 8. She's not leaving them behind. She's following. She's going to the 10. Traditionally, they're leaving 8 behind and going for the 2 to make it like a 10, to get to 10. But in this one, she's passing them all to get to the 10. So what that says to me is introspection, reflective, learning the lessons, grieving with honor and integrity. It's like looking back and no more judgment, but just acceptance and acknowledgement of the truth, the emotional truth, without being emotionally attached, so it's not colored. There's still some you're figuring it out, you know. She's at the 1, and that's what the Strength card is showing up as, is you can do this. You have it in you. It's in you. And what's in you is source energy. So it's just a reminder, right over here, the 4 of Swords. In your rest and restore. That was the reading earlier today. Because what's fueling you is this Ace of Wands, and what's under that is the 3 of Wands, which was also in the reading earlier. You have manifested whatever this is. It's a union, it's a communion, and it's a deepening. You're either in it, about to be in it, or deciding that you're open to it, whatever level of it's showing up. is whatever it is. But you have asked for it at some point, and you've gotten to a point where your frequency is matching it. Your frequency is matching it. And so it's there. And the earlier reading was, you make a choice. It's literally one thought. You've been looking for it. The advice was go in stillness to find it. And when it comes in and you make the choice, it's like someone flipped a light switch on and everything you've wanted is literally right there. And you're like, what the fuck? It's literally right here. You see everything. And that's what's coming in. The universe is now, the Three of Wands is often you're waiting. You've done the prep work. You bought the tickets. And now you're waiting at the train station on the train to come. So it's in co-creation with universe and source, and it's usually, or more commonly or more often, waiting for the next piece to come in from source. But this is waiting, source is waiting for you, and it's not gonna wait. But source is holding space for you right now. Source is recognizing you're on a precipice of sorts. You've just had a soft landing. You feel me? This is exciting as fuck. So, the advice and the takeaway from this is self-care. Reflective self-care in order to grow yourself, in order to expand. And follow your prompts. Follow your intuitive hits. Don't forget your divinity. Don't forget your kings. Don't forget your emperor, empress. Don't forget your soul. Your soul. For the soul, from the soul. I feel like I can touch my soul because my abdominal wall is separated. It just like sinks in. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts. But whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right? It's like living with TMJ. Or anything else that we all live with. Okay. No, there's no more, right? No, wait. Animal spirit. This is another one I barely ever use. And it's really old. It's from when I first restarted into tarot, which is like 2019. So, yeah, it was probably 2020. I think someone gifted me this. I think an old friend did. I think it was this one. So, if yes, thank you, Kelly. Her name is Kelly. Is Kelly. Her name is Kelly. She didn't go anywhere. Firefly and lizard. Oh my gosh. What do we have? They're in a weird order. Okay. It's fine, Firefly. This is like a standard that a lot of readers have this oracle deck. It's like an OG of the oracle decks. Firefly, inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There's Firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? Just got done saying, right? The universe is like, is it waiting, right? It's holding space. Well, I don't know how long, and this is alluding that it's not going to hold it. It's not indefinite. You have to make a choice, and it's not gonna. It will make the choice for you. It will. So, when in balance, so writes, creates, brainstorms. When out of balance, it looks like burnout and feels dull. And to bring into balance, write a poem, draw. Okay, the lizard, instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. So some of you are newly, your gifts are coming online newly, and it's clairvoyance. It's some form of clairvoyance. Could even be clairaudience. It's some form of knowing where you realize you can do this and you're like, oh shit, and it's real. You're like, oh shit. And some of you are like, oh, okay, all right. You know, we're all at different levels of awareness of that. So, big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city. Return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. That's literally this. Restore, right? And the Eight of Cups in just a different way. It's retreating to move, to fill the cups back up. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, and flaky. To bring into balance a creative project. Cool. Those are cool little reminders. Just little things you can do, hacks you can do to help you get, when you're stuck in your 3D human body experience and you're not in alignment with your 5D. A little, oh, I'm feeling non-committal right now. Why? Oh, I'm out of alignment. Okay, why? Feel me? Well, thanks, universe. Thank you, universe. And thank all of you. Thank you for this. This was cool and unexpected and cool. And shorter than the other one. Yay, all right, but still long. Okay, thank you. I will see you again when you guys need me again. Okay? Ciao, ciao till then. Bye.